Hi and welcome to this three-part series. Over this video and next two ones, we'll build a production-ready service section with GSAP featuring image reveals, mouse tracking, movement-based rotation, and rolling text animations. This isn't just a hover effect, it's a complete interaction system that you can use in real client projects. In this first video, we will focus on the rolling text animation. We'll build the core effect using SplitText, create smooth character by character transition, and add the image reveal effect that appears on hover. Let's get started. Let's take a quick walk through our markup. This structure is simple. A services section, a container, and each service is just a div with heading and an image. The reason we duplicate the text is because we need a rolling effect. One hover, one goes up, the other comes in from below. In CSS, we have these initial stylings just for spacing and decoration. Now we add position relative to our roll text because the second span will be position absolute. The first span stays in the normal flow. It defines the heading's height. This second span, identical text, gets pulled out of flow and placed exactly on top via position absolute. We will animate it from 100% Y translate to reach our effect. Now, first we will position our image absolutely because the image needs to sit behind and beside the text. So let's add the position relative first to service and on the image position absolute, and for alternating service we sit on left. This make our image alternate sides, one on the right, the next one on the left, instead of every image sitting on the same side. We keep the image behind the text by default with Z and X. And we use aspect ratio plus object fit cover to keep a consistent frame regardless of source image natural dimensions. We add filter brightness to slightly dim the image so the cream color text stays readable on top. Now we add the position event none to the image and our text because without it they would intercept mouse event meant for service, causing flickering on mouse enter, mouse leave, and inconsistent offset X and offset Y values. Last but not least, in CSS we set our image to start with opacity 0 and clip path. That's already shrunk inward. That's our hidden state. On hover we'll animate it to full open polygon. Now we are ready to move to GSAP. First, we grab all service elements with GSAP utilities to array. For each service, we create two SplitText instance, one for each span. The important options here are type chars, which split the text into individual characters, and mask chars. This wrap each character in clip container, so when the character moves up or down, it gets hidden at the boundary. Without this, your characters would visibly slide outside the heading. Then we build a pause timeline because we want to start on hover, not instantly. The first spans character animate to Y% minus 100. They exist upward. The second spans characters animate from 1% 100. They enter from below. Both happen at position 0, so they run simultaneously. Stagger of 0.02 give that wave feel. Now let us see how our text works before we add the image logic. Great. Let's add our image animation and make it start instantly with the text animation. It works great for the text, but for our image, I believe it takes a lot of time to disappear, which distract from the active hover service. This is why we'll detach the image logic into a separate tween to make its disappear animation fast. So let's keep our animations just for the text and call it text animation, removing the image tween from it and creating its own tween on mouse enter and mouse leave with a smaller duration on mouse leave so it disappear fast. Cool. But as you can see, if we enter and leave quickly, images may stay visible, and this because if we enter then leave very fast, before the mouse enter tween completes, before it's 0.5 seconds, when it does complete, it becomes the active tween, so it keeps showing. To fix that, we kill the opacity and clip path tweens of the image on both mouse enter and mouse leave, so our new tweens can play safely. Last but not least in this video, which is the part 1 of our series, we want the active service image to be above the previous and the next service text. This is why we set all service to Z index 1 and active service to Z index bigger number. And for clean Z index reset on mouse leave, we can just set back immediately because the image is still visible while it fades out, and reversing the text animation. If we reset the index too early, the disappearing image would crop below the neighboring service and get clipped or hidden mid animation. So instead, we wait until the reverse animation actually finishes using onReverseComplete on the text timeline. This way, the active service stay on top for the entire duration of its exist animation and only drops back down once it's fully reversed and out of the way. That wraps part 1 cleanly. SplitText setup, text timeline, image reveal height tweens, the kill tweens of safety fix and the index stacking with proper cleaning timing. In the next video, we'll make our animation look premium. We'll make our image feel alive with the wing floating reveal, tracked with mouse tracking. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified.